Angus post-game live inside the Kangaroos' rooms, and they were good enough to win by 2 points in the last minute of the game. And the man sitting between Richo and I kicked 5 goals. He leads the Coleman medal race, and pretty happy tonight, Ben. You got home just in the end, but big win for you.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're probably on the wrong end of a few of these losses last year, so it's definitely a different feeling to be on the end of a winning one in this time.
Benny, you just had your meeting with Brad Scott. What was his take on it tonight?
Just to enjoy it. You know, we don't get many chances to, I suppose, enjoy wins. Yeah. You've got to move on pretty quickly, and he made the point that there were a few things that we didn't do so well, but just to enjoy the win for the moment, and you know, that's all we can do for now.
Yeah. Hey Ben, we had the Telstra tracker on you tonight. You ran more distance than anyone on the ground, which at 200 centimetres playing key forward and a bit in the ruck is an extraordinary achievement. When you do a pre-season time trial over a couple of Ks, where do you come?
I'm about mid-pack, actually.
Really?
I'm a bit of a plotter, to tell you the truth, Darcy. I just keep moving the whole time. I don't have much speed on me, but that's the one thing I probably can do is keep going. Are
you surprised that you run more distance tonight than anyone on the ground? It's an incredible effort.
I suppose I'm generally towards the top end, but I think, you know, it's genuine what I say. I'm a bit of a plotter. That you know, I don't probably have the pace, so I've got to be able to get up and down the ground and I suppose get opponents that way, and I play pretty high game time as well, which helps when guys are rotating as much as they are. You can't run too far when you're on the bench. So
yeah, Ben, that's one thing I love about your game. You never stop moving, and that's probably why you get into such good positions, because you keep the defender up on their heels the whole time. So is that something you aim to do when you go into a game?
I certainly try to, you know, and it makes it easier when you've got guys this year who we've had guys playing, you know, really good roles for us through the midfield and through our half-forward line. And last year we probably didn't have that continuity of players coming through. We had a lot of injuries, and this year we've been lucky to have our guys mostly the same group the whole way through. And as you know, it makes it a lot easier when you know the midfield that you're playing with, you know the mid-forwards that you're playing with who are going to be kicking you the ball as well.
You've got the goal-kicking routine absolutely nailed. Have you added another extra 8 or 10 metres on tonight? Because it felt like it was even longer than normal tonight.
I reckon I blew up a couple of times, so I was maybe just making my way in a little bit slower than usual.
Have you got a set distance, or you just go back and whatever feels right? Or have you measured it out? Do you know how far you run?
I don't know how far I run, but I do practice it at training, and I suppose I've just done it enough that I know exactly how far it is that I go back. It's not a set amount of metres, but I can pretty much tell from where the man on the mark is to where I start. That's my distance.
Gee, you were outnumbered a bit tonight. The Dogs really had numbers back around you. You had to fight against 3 and 4 opponents at times.
Yeah, I suppose that's the way they play, is you know, to try and help each other in the air, as I think most defences do in the AFL now. So you know, there are times where you are going to have to fly against 1 and 2, but I think, you know, having guys like Mason Wood and Jack Siebel throwing their bodies in there as well, there weren't too many times where they were able to drop off and mark it. A few, particularly near the end, that I was a little bit disappointed about, but I think we did it reasonably well over the course of the day.
How far can you go this year?
Well, I suppose sky's the limit for us. Like I said, we haven't had too many injuries so far. We've been able to put together a pretty consistent season, but I think the last couple of weeks probably haven't been our best. So you know that if you drop off an inch in this competition, that any team can get you on any given day. And I think, you know, the last couple of weeks probably a bit of a wake-up call that, you know, at the start of the year, nobody was really tipping us to do anything this year. So you know, we've got to work pretty hard and put the hard yards in. There's a good half of the season left, so we've got to put in some good performances before we even start thinking about making finals.
And do you love having Jack Siebel down inside 50? He kicked those 2 last quarter goals. You got the last one over to him, but just his presence down there, he creates a lot of chaos and confusion, I reckon.
Oh, absolutely. He's outstanding. We know the kind of player he is and the way he throws his body into the contest, and he's done that as a midfielder for a long time. Now he's playing predominantly forward, and I love having him down there. That I suppose that brutality in the contest, we'd call it. He's definitely a shin-boner footballer.
Another lazy 5 goals, Ben. Another win. Congratulations. Good luck for the second half of the year.
Thanks, Luke.
Thanks, Ben.